right, hello, welcome back to the stream. Today, going to be playtesting Gunforged a bunch and fixing any issues that may come up from that playtesting, doing maybe some balance changes as well. There are some bigger balance changes that I want to make to the game, but I'm probably not going to do that before the demo is released. I'm just going to release the demo as the game is in its current state, receive a bunch of feedback, and go from there. So that's what I will be doing anyway on the stream. And yeah, before I get into it, I want to remind everyone that I have Udemy courses available. So if you want to learn how to make a game in the Godot engine, and if you want to help support my work, please check out those courses in the description below. You can also wishlist Gunforged, which will be out in a couple of months. So yeah, all the ways you can support my work are in the description below. Any bit of help is greatly appreciated. So welcome back, Suhid. Good to see you. First, yes indeed. Yes indeed. All right. So let's see what's going on. So yeah, I'm just going to play the game, and I've gotten through quite a bit of bug fixes and whatnot this morning already, but it's very possible that I'm going to notice more. So I mostly just want to make sure that everything's nice and solid, and that it's good for release. If all goes well, it should be available either later today or tomorrow at some point. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to delete my save file and start over. Also delete my options file just to emulate what would happen to a new player here, which means we're going to go full screen and the stream's going to break. Hello, Eraton. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to fix this full screen issue here. Get rid of the music. Sound effects is probably fine where it is. Okay, WSD move. Aim. Shoot. Dash. Tab for the inventory. I also added a new pause and options setting here, so I can do this. Okay, resume. Cool, and then the arrow will point you toward the little lever. But you can interact with everything in the hub room here, so that's good. All right, give me 1 second. The cat is being annoying as usual. Okay, sorry about that. Hello, Beta. Are there any particular topics you want most feedback on? Nope, basically just anything that comes to your mind as you're playing it. Whatever you see fit to write about, I will take it. Obviously things about like content and feel and balance are always appreciated, but you know, I think if you just write what comes to your mind, like the problems that come to you, that's really going to be the most valuable, because I don't know what the new player experience is like, and I've been playing this game for a long time at this point, so just getting a new perspective on things would be the most helpful. Game is looking beautiful. Thank you, Geronimo. I appreciate that. Hello, Wither King. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and follow the arrow here. Let's see. Go to not available in demo, not available in demo. All right. Sorry, the cats are being wild this morning. So of course, as soon as I start streaming, but oh well, that's how they are. We still love them. So I had a friend play test the demo last night, and he had a hard time noticing that gold and runes and whatnot can drop during the wave. So I need to think about ways to improve the noticeability of those things. Okay, what do I want to do here? Heal 1 health after each wave. Do I want to start going on a health-based build? I could take some movement speed. There's Berserk there as well. I'm going to go with the movement speed. That one's good. Let's go ahead and put that over there. That's a good one for this. Yeah, that feels good. All right. Hello, vivisectional or vivisectional. This is my first time joining the stream in a while, and you probably don't even remember me, but I just wanted to say hi. Well, welcome back. And thanks for popping in. Glad to see you here. What's the program you use for the backlog progress and so on? I've been using Trello, but the program the program you are using looks a bit better. It's Obsidian, the note-taking app Obsidian, with the Obsidian Kanban community plugin. All right. So do I want increased health or increased stamina? I'm going to take the stamina. And then that's a DPS upgrade, but I lose a rune slot. First bullet of a full magazine deals 500% extra damage. I'm going to sell that. I don't want that. Okay. Hello, Presentary. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. So yeah, once the demo is released, my plan is I don't want to make any super huge balance changes. I just want to basically develop the rest of the content for the game. So I'll just be going on like a content sprint after the release of the demo. I'll let the demo gather feedback from players, and then once all the content for the game is done, and finalized, then I will revisit the feedback, implement all of it, do final rounds of balancing and everything, and then hopefully everything will be good. Because I feel pretty confident making the rest of the content now because the bones of the game aren't going to change. I don't have any big systemic changes coming. I don't foresee that happening. So most of the improvements are going to be around the edges, kind of polish and tweaks and stuff. So but the content I think I can make with confidence. So that's the plan. And this week, the demo will be out, and then I will be spending a lot of time producing a new devlog that's going to explain everything that's changed since the previous devlog. And so that should be cool. But anyway, let's see. Heal 1 health after each wave, but lose the ability to collect health globes, clear nearby bullets on dash. Let's do robust. That sounds good. Get some free healing. 3 rune slots. Down to 1 bullet. Let's do that on the right gun, yeah. Okay. What is this? Increase movement speed. No, I want to keep my health, yeah. I want to keep my health. When is the demo releasing? The demo will be released either later today or tomorrow. And I'll be sending out an update on my email newsletter and everything. The sort of official announcement will come with the release of my devlog. But for those of you who are watching this stream or following my Twitter or following my email list, you'll be notified in advance. You're actually the one who suggested the phantom gun. My brain may just be making things up. Yeah, I don't remember how the phantom gun came about. It's quite possible that it was a recommendation from you or someone on stream. But phantom gun is one of my favorites, so if you were indeed the culprit behind it, then good work. Wither King says, I like 2D pixel games. Me too, Wither King. Me too. All right. Do I want to do... I'm going to take this. Spawn spinning saws. So that's going to be interesting. So I get that kind of deal now. That'll do quite a bit of damage. Cal receiver. That's a straight DPS upgrade over there. That's a good upgrade, but the fire rate goes down quite a bit. So yeah. I really like this gun right here, the Cal receiver one. I guess that would be my right gun. Yeah. It's shredding people. Ow. That's okay. I will heal 1 health. So, as long as I don't take another damage, I will be fine. There we go. So I got a lot of comments about like, what is the difficulty going to be like in this game? This game is going to be relatively challenging, but and there will be no difficulty levels. Like there's not going to be a configurable difficulty. However, my goal is to offer a bunch of passives that make life easier for players that maybe have a harder time dodging things. And so that's what the purpose of like the Secret Service is, where you get a bodyguard that can block damage for you, or like the health increases or the heals. It's like those are available for players who need the sustain and have a hard time playing defensively. And then for the players that are better at these kinds of games and are better at quick dodging and stuff, there will be sort of glass cannon builds where you can, instead of taking a defensive item, you can take an offensive item, or you can even build around the fact of like intentionally losing health and whatnot. So there are definitely more like synergies that I want to develop, but that's kind of how I'm approaching the design of these passives. Is I want to make a bunch of different play styles feel good. I'm 5% sure it was my idea, yeah. Okay, let's take Zap. And then I'm gonna let me drop my 10 gold into the well. Ooh, there we go, I got a health item. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at these. That's a good upgrade right there. 3 rune slots. I don't have any runes though, but so we're gonna see if I can get to the lowrider spider. I shouldn't have spoiled it, but it's okay. So yeah, the way that, for anyone that's new to the game, the way that this arena system works, or the way that the wave system works, is that every 10 waves, every 10 waves there's a boss that you fight. And so that means that, and there's a max of 20 waves. So a single run, it consists of 20 waves, which means 2 boss fights. Goodness, wow, I'm terrible. Okay, well, any little bit of healing helps. So we're actually approaching a boss phase now. Let's take another stamina. That sounds good. Ooh, big DPS increase. 7 rune slots. What? It's going off the screen, basically. I don't have any runes to fill those slots, though, but that's okay. We'll get some runes, hopefully soon. What if you make some passives that give bonus damage but also increase spawns? Yeah, so that's interesting. So, like I said, I'm not going to introduce any new systems, or at least not immediately. But I was talking with my friend who was playtesting last night, and we kind of came up with the idea of having missions that you can collect from the hub. And the missions would essentially be run modifiers. So it could be something like gold drop rate is increased quite a bit and the enemies have X% increased health, or a mission could be take at least 10 damage during the run, and so it's like you have to intentionally take damage and then you get an extra gold reward at the end. So something along the lines of what you're saying is definitely something that I'm interested in, but that requires the sort of implementation of new systems, which I am not going to do, at least until the content is finished and I feel like the game is in a good spot. And we'll see how much time I have, because I'm pretty set on releasing the game by the end of January. So basically, I'm going to take the month of December and just try to finish out all of the content during that month. And then January is going to be made or used for playtesting. But if I have time and I'm feeling good about the game, then I'll investigate adding these new features. Maybe you should add an endless mode. Yeah, that would be cool. That would especially be cool once I have all the content in the game, because then I can just have an endless mode where like any enemy from any of the arenas can show up and any boss can show up. So it's kind of like a boss run / endless mode kind of deal. Maybe it wouldn't even be endless. Let's see, if I had 6 bosses, I could just make a giant like 60 wave run where you have to fight all 6 bosses every 10th wave. Something like that would be cool. Mission idea sounds fun. Yeah, I think it does. I just have to, at this point, it's mostly just a game of like managing my time very carefully. I can't really afford for there to be any more scope creep here. But, you know, if I think that a new feature is going to make the game much, much better, then I will do it. But I think the game is good as it is with the feature set that it has, which is why I'm just kind of like, okay, build the content now and try not to do anything too different. Robust ×2, let's do that. Okay, so now I've got some good healing, which makes me a little bit more confident. I really don't like this gun. I'm gonna scramble it. Ooh, that was a great scramble. My DPS went way up. And I can just go ahead and put that lightning receiver on there. Look at that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That gun scrambler is sometimes really useful and sometimes it's really bad. What do I have? Oh, 5% chance to deal double damage. That's good. Oof, almost got hit by that. I gotta make use of my dashes more. Oh, there's a rune. Alternate fire. Do I still have 7 rune slots? I do. I think 7 is right about like, I mean, it's actually really rare to get to 7 rune slots. It's something like, because the number of rune slots is generated on a normal distribution, and I don't have a cap. I didn't program a cap on it, and so like there is a chance that you can get a single gun part that has 5 rune slots. But I forgot what it is. It's like I did 10,000 iterations, and I think like 5 of the results had 5 rune slots. So whatever percent that is, 5 out of 10,000. So what would that be? A 1 in 2,000 chance of having a rune that has 5 rune slots. So it can happen, but it's just very rare. But I'm liking generating things on like a normal distribution, because then it makes those extremes like really rare, but then also really exciting. Okay, Secret Service, Surgeon. I'm gonna take Blood Torrent here. Inflict maximum blood stacks and deal 100% damage when I take damage. So I'll do that because I have a lot of health. I'm gonna put this alternate fire there. I'm going to, I guess I'll sacrifice a rune slot here. Ooh, but those, oh, I forgot the lightning is like super erratic. Whatever. YOLO. Okay, last wave before the boss here. Is it theoretically possible to get a single item with 6 rune slots even if the chance is incredibly low? Yes, it is, yeah. Okay, sorry about this. Give me just 1 second here. All right, sorry about that. What is the best programming language in Godot engine? It's probably best, I mean, I don't know, it depends on your use case, but nothing wrong with using GDScript, which is like the purpose-built language, right? So, yeah, I think that's right. GDScript is specialized for Godot. The dopamine rush I'd feel if I got one of the items with 6 rune slots would be insane. That would be an incredibly good run, yeah. Do I want to use my 10 gold for the well here? Blood Brothers, nice. How do you handle all these effects with very specific conditions on a technical level? Does each effect subscribe to specific events? Or is there some kind of giant state object somewhere that they hook into? It's all event-based. So, for instance, let me see what passives I have right now, and I can explain how they work. So this one, all enemies are inflicted with maximum blood stacks and dealt 100% DPS of your weakest gun as damage when you take damage. So what I have is I have a game event that triggers when the player takes damage. And the way that my game event system is sort of architected is that every time a game event happens, a bunch of context is put into the event object. And the context include things like the scene tree, you know, which entity is affected by it. Any other relevant data, like I have a gun stats object, which is basically just like it's a class that just holds the output of your gun configuration. So it contains all of the affixes that you have, the damage you do, all the modifiers, all that stuff contained in a single object. And all of that relevant information gets passed along with the event. And then the passive, that is this blood torrent here, can listen for those events and then react to them. And because it has all the context it needs, it can, in a self-contained manner, do everything that it needs to do within that single script because it has all the context. In the case of Blood Torrent here, it needs to apply bleed to all enemies, and there's just a global way of fetching all of the enemies that are currently in the arena. And then from there, they have what are known as status receiver components. And so you can just apply bleed to the status receiver component, and all that can be done from this passive's script. So yeah, that's a long-winded answer to your question, but basically the way that it's done is like everything is event-based, and anytime an event is sent through the system, all of the relevant context is included on the event object. And the whole reason for that is to make it so that these passives can be entirely self-contained, that they're going to receive all of the data that they need to implement the effect that I want them to have. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's the same, it's the same way that the runes work too. The runes are completely agnostic. They get sent all of the data that they need. And then there are some situations where I kind of need to reach for information, but one of the reasons why I include a reference to the scene tree in the event is because that allows me to access and do operations on the scene tree without necessarily the script being attached to a node, right? Because typically when you want to do things with the scene tree, you have to be doing it from a node. But if you pass a reference to the scene tree to a script, like just a standalone C# class in my case, then because you have a reference to the scene tree, you can do all kinds of things with the tree. You can get nodes in group, you can add nodes to the tree, all that kind of good stuff. That's not really necessary in a lot of cases where I need to do that, but that data is there in case I need it. Yeah, let's do Berserk there. Okay, we're looking good here, I think. You're welcome, Stam. Sorry, I gotta fight the Rat King now. All right, thanks for stopping by Vivisectional. It was good to see you. And I hope you have a good day as well. Ow. That's actually fine. I can take up to 2 damage here, I think. So I might even take another damage intentionally. So I can get, because I've got a passive now. 75% increased bullet damage per 1 missing health. And I've got 2 missing health, so that means I'm doing 150% increased damage. And then I'll heal all this health back, I think. Because I've got the, there we go. I've got that robust passive. Ooh, I can do Berserk again. Ooh, or another health. So this increased health gives me the ability to take even more damage comfortably to maximize this Berserk. But I think I'm going to take Berserk again. And then these are DPS decreases, so I'm going to take that, put that there. 9 rune slots. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. But that's a DPS decrease, and I don't even have the runes available to do that. So onward. I'm just going to take some damage intentionally here. There we go. Ooh, look at the blood columns. Big DPS increase. Oof, I did not want to take that damage there. Ooh, this is bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, that was a little bit iffy, but I got some health back, so that's fine. Increase stamina. Let's do stamina, why not? Bubble magazine, boom. Oh, I was gonna say, am I applying bleed somehow? I didn't think I was, but I have the saws that get spawned on dash, which apply bleed. Gee dang it, I'm not doing so hot right here. I am not doing so hot. Oh no. I just need to make it through this wave. Those spider centaurs are just the bane of my existence. Okay. Alright. Secret Service. I might need Secret Service. Oh, I could do Robust ×3 though. Let's do that one. Ooh, massive rune slot hit. That's not even that much of a DPS increase though. Might as well load these up. Fire rate increases as magazine depletes. Which one has a larger capacity here? 15. So I'll put that one there and put that one there. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should put that over here instead. Yeah, because that has a low fire rate. Okay. Getting in the corner with those spider centaurs is very dangerous. I'm surprised I got away from that unscathed. Oops. Okay, full health. Let's go. Phantom gun, here we go. Give me that phantom gun. Oh, I should have kept that rune. I don't know why I just sold that immediately. Oh well. Bullet pierce, nice. Yeah, let's gather up in the center. Okay. All right, going well. Godot system requirements. I don't know what the exact system requirements are, but I'm pretty sure Godot runs on basically anything. Are you asking what the system requirements for this game would be? Or just like the Godot editor specifically? Let's do Blazing Trails. That's a big DPS increase, but I don't think I want another... I don't think I want another lightning magazine. I think what I'll do is take that one. That's good. I get another rune slot. It's going off the screen. Look at how many freaking runes I have. Oh my gosh. Look at this list. Bullet splits when colliding with enemy. 5% chance to deal double damage. 10% chance to fire the other gun while shooting. Adds an oil stack. Adds a poison stack. Fire rate increases as magazine depletes. Bullets pierce through one additional enemy. And then this little dinky gun over here is basically doing nothing. It's too bad. If I had a better magazine that wasn't shooting lightning bolts, that would be a different story. I think I'm going to change that saw blade passive. Right now it spawns the saw blades where I start my dash, but I think I want to change it so it spawns the saw blades at the end of the dash. So what you could do if you wanted to is dash into enemies to place the saw blades there. It's a little bit, I think you have a little bit more control over it that way. Oops. And I don't really have any passives that operate at the end of the dash, so that would be interesting. Combustion. Berserk. I want combustion because now I've got oil. I've got oil and fire, so I should be able to apply that pretty easily. Might as well put that oil right there. Okay, we'll keep going. Oh. Get that rune. Okay, I've taken way too much damage. Ooh, this is bad. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was really bad. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay. Goodness. That was... I almost died right there. Okay. Loot Goblin. Do I want the Loot Goblin? What's over here? What did I get? Yeah, let's see. Let's take the Loot Goblin. And then what do I have? I've got lightning, first bullet, lightning. I think I'll put lightning on there. Poison, I don't want poison anymore. I don't really like this one. What do I want? This could be a good one. Deal up to 100% extra damage when low on ammo. All of those are DPS decreases though, so... So I want to change some of the balance things. Like, I'm still not happy with how all the gun parts are contributing to the balance of the overall gun, because there are some gun parts that are individually strong such that they end up being good always. So I think what I want to do is change the gun parts a little bit and make them all contribute slightly to all of the relevant stats. So right now there are gun parts that contribute to fire rate, and then there are gun parts that contribute to damage, and there's gun parts that contribute to ammo capacity, and they all have their unique roles. But that makes it so that, like, there are some magazines, for instance, that just end up being great choices regardless. And so I'm thinking if I make every gun part contribute some part to the overall stats, and then I randomize that sufficiently, then the choices are going to be a lot more interesting. But I'm not going to do any of that for the demo because that's a big change to the game. So I'll just give feedback on the current iteration. I mean, it's not bad the way that it is currently. I just think it could be even more interesting. But combustion, berserk, increased health. Let's do berserk again. That's a big one. Oof. I don't want another lightning magazine. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. Almost there. Can't choke now. Nice. That was a pretty smooth one. Ooh, yeah, let's take this one. Bubble magazine, boom. Magma. That's a good one. I'm gonna change this one. Fire and magma. See if I can get some magma to spawn here. No magma? There's one. Ha ha ha. I forgot I made that explosion like way bigger. Boom. Ha! That's cool. Alright. I don't remember making the magma explosion that big, but I guess it is that big. Oop. Oh, okay. That'll work. Okay, now I've taken way too much damage, so I have to chill a little bit. No, 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 no. Oh no. I took way too much damage. Also, I haven't seen a single magma proc yet. Oh, there was one just up top that I missed. Okay. Whew. All right, I think this is boss wave, right? Let's take this. Berserk. Can't go wrong with another Berserk stack. Let's take the increased health. And do we want to take this one? That's not much of a DPS increase. That's a big DPS increase over there, though. Oh, but I lose all my runes. Oh, shoot. So this DPS calculation does not factor into account any damage that you might get from a rune. So this is just like the raw stat number. So I have a feeling that I probably need this 3 extra rune slots here. I am going to extract that and sell those things, though. All right, let's see how it works. Lowrider Spider, here we come. Stop bouncing around. Get back here. Got him. Ooh, that was pretty straightforward, not gonna lie. Get my gold. Thank you. Look at that gold. Give me that gold. 1,300 enemies killed. 229,000 damage dealt. Nice. I took 29 damage. Wow. Bullets fired, almost 5,000. Nice. That's the end of the demo. No, it's not. I'm going to keep playing. So yeah, as I mentioned before, the demo, you'll be able to completely experience what you just saw. So everything that you just saw will be in the demo. I mean, this is the demo version that I'm playing. And you can accumulate gold and you can play the dungeon as much as you want. And that will carry over into your save when you purchase the full game. Which means that you could amass several thousand gold if you wanted to, and then when the game releases, you can just immediately start buying up all these points here. So yeah, there's no restrictions on the demo, except for just like content restrictions, like you can't access that. But you can play that level with all that content as many times as you want during the demo. I hope that doesn't end up being OP. I hope a bunch of people don't come into release day with like 10,000 gold and they just trivialize this upgrade tree, but we'll see. I guess I could fix that by adding more upgrades. Anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do another run. Might as well. Let me just check my backlog really quick and see if there's anything that I want to address. Oh, that's done. I should move that over. Tease the player with missing content. I mean, that's something that I might want to do, but that can be later. Add demo flag to content. So as I start adding more content to the game and updating the demo, I'll want to I'll want to restrict some content from the demo eventually. Like if I end up adding 10 more weapon sets, I don't necessarily want all of those weapon sets to be available during the demo. So I'll probably add some kind of flag to various content in the game to make it excluded from the demo. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward stage because I'm ready to release this demo, and I don't want to add any more content The balance feels okay to me. Feels relatively fun. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything in here that's like screaming at me like it should be done for the demo. This one might be good to do, but I don't really have a good UI solution for that yet. This one, I don't think this is necessary. I'm just going to delete that. Let's see. So yeah, here's the mission system that I was talking about earlier. So adding a mission system to grant player extra rewards. Purchasable tier upgrades. I don't think that's relevant anymore. Compact bullet indicator. That's a good idea there. Meta upgrades. I did literally all the meta upgrade ideas that I came up with so far. Yeah, most of this stuff is just new content. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I want to do. This is redundant. So delete that. Multiple playable characters. That was something that I wanted to do initially, but I probably won't do now. Allow player to choose a challenge wave for better rewards. So that's kind of what was being discussed earlier. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, people amassing money. Thank you, Snup Bill, for the IDR 20,000 again with the message yummers. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Nice super chat. Thank you. All right. Daily run. Yeah, there's a bunch of like other meta systems that I could add. Add way to view runes outside a wave. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty much good. So I'm just going to do another playthrough. But before I do that, I need to take a quick 2-minute break. So while I'm on the break, please check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways in which you can support me. Wishlist Gunforge, that's an important one. Sign up for the email newsletter so you know exactly when the demo goes live. And all of that would be helpful. Also, you could purchase my Udemy courses if you want to learn how to make a game in the Godot engine. So yeah, I'm going to go on a quick 2-minute break. And when I come back, we'll do another run and we'll see how it feels. All right, I'm back. Let's get right back into some playtesting. So overall, I think the game is feeling really good. I think that this is a good representation of how I imagine the final game to be. And yeah, I'm really curious to see what everyone else thinks of it. Get that gold right off the bat. Dang it. I didn't have a dash right there, and so I pressed space and nothing happened and I just ate the bullet. Feels bad. Imagine losing health on wave 1. Okay. I'm gonna take quickness this time. Get the cow udder. Yeah, nice. I don't really want to scramble a gun, honestly. I think these guns are already shaping up pretty nicely. Take care of the pesky rat problem. This gun shoots so slow. Does a lot of damage though, at least for wave 2. I think, yeah, let's do all clear. Banana. Big DPS increase. Put that one over there. Take the pierce. This is a DPS increase as well, but the capacity goes down to 3, and I don't like that. Dang, there's all kinds of gold dropping. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing so hot. Surgeon, that's not going to be useful to me. I have 1 health. Be the fuse. Might as well take that one. This is not going so well. This is not going so well at all. Get out of my sight. Those bananas do work, though, when they hit. Okay. I got a wishing well here. Increased stamina, I'll take it. Imaginary friend, ooh, Secret Service, I need that. Get me my bodyguard. Okay, much better. All right, we're good. Ooh, health globe, yes. Last enemy got me my health. Excellent, excellent. Increase health by 1 permanently. That's basically a free heal as well. Do I want to do this? That's a big DPS increase. Fire rate goes way down. Capacity, I guess I can try it. Let's see what happens. Honestly, I liked this gun better. Just get those bananas shooting, you know? Ooh, I just thought of an interesting passive. So imagine this passive. It's a passive that says something like, you cannot take more than 1 damage per run, or per wave, but you lose all ability to regenerate health, or something like that. Would that even be worthwhile? I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Whoops. I spent most of the weekend on your C# course. You asked me to report back. So far, really enjoying it and can't see myself going back to GDScript. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Still ways to go in the course, but so far so good. C# coding is solid. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for reporting back, as you said. I'm super happy to hear that. Okay, now do I want to take Surgeon? That's the question. I'm going to try it. I'm going to take Surgeon, and then, which is going to heal me if I take exactly 1 damage. That's the bubble magazine always is like a no-brainer. Like, the bubble magazine always ends up being more powerful than anything else, which is really annoying. But like I said, I'm not going to change the game's balancing right before the release of the new demo. I'll do some work on it later. Do I want any of these? No. 11 gold for that. But the rune slots go away. Yeah, I don't really want any of those. I think the shop needs to be made more impactful as well, somehow. Yeah, I gotta do some more balancing work. But as the game stands right now, I think it's fun, so I feel comfortable releasing the demo as is. But just be assured that I'm going to be continuing to investigate ways to make it even more fun. Hello, Christopher. Good to see the testing is going well. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I've honestly run out of stuff to address so far for the demo. Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do, but in terms of what absolutely needs to be done for the demo, there's basically nothing. So I think, I mean, yeah, you'll hear about it when the demo releases. Heal 1 health after each wave. I don't need that. I think I'm going to take quickness. And then here, quickness again. Oh, I'm so fast. That's just extra rune slot. Oh, and more bananas too. That's nice. Okay. Should make a passive that makes you deal more damage to enemies that are closer to you. Nice. That was an easy wave. Throw something interesting at me, game. Blood torrent, grease ball. Let's say grease ball. Oil's not really all that useful, TBH. Not yet, anyway. Not before I've added synergies to it. Big DPS increase. But I lose a rune slot. Let's try that. I don't want to scramble a gun. That's bait. Easy money. All right, Zap, Blazing Trails. I'm gonna take Zap. I like Zap. It's just free DPS. All right, here's the boss. I feel like the bosses are pretty balanced. Like, they're a little bit bullet spongy, but I think that's fine. Because what ends up happening is, it ends up taking about as much time to kill the boss as it does to do an entire wave. So, and if your build is really powerful, then you can melt the boss in a lot of cases. Like, I'm pretty sure I killed the Rat King much quicker last run, because my build was slightly better, but it's manageable right now. Oh, looks like my Secret Service agent died. RIP. Oh, he's back. Ouch. All right. Oh, I forgot. Do I have Robust? Oh, I have Surgeon. That's why I healed. Okay, yeah. I forgot I had Surgeon. Combustion, Berserk. I don't want any of those. Increase health by 2. Let's take that one. Capacity goes way down, but DPS goes kind of up. No, I'm good. Let's just keep going. Excellent. Oh, my Secret Service guy died. I should probably make that a little bit more apparent when that happens. Take more health, that's fine. Ooh, yes, DPS. And I lose rune slots if I do this one. Is that DPS increase worth it? Here, I'll put Pierce on there. Get rid of that one. Equip that over there. Yeah, I don't have any rune slots now, but I think getting my DPS up a little bit is probably important. So yeah, we'll just use this left gun as my main one for now. Sell those. I could scramble. Do I want to scramble this gun? YOLO, let's scramble it. Okay, well, that was not the world's best scramble, but I can go back and put this part back on it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's just a straight up upgrade as well, so we'll put that over there. Awesome. Okay. That'll work. Did you code the C# course on the fly, or did you plan to design all the code iterations beforehand? It's all very impressive. Well, thank you. The way that I do my courses is they're basically done on the fly. Like I have an idea of what I want to do, and I usually think very carefully about what the next lesson is going to be before I record it. But yeah, I don't have like a very well detailed like course outline or anything when I do the course. I just say, okay, here's the game I want to make during the course, and then I just try to stay on track and not engage in scope creep or anything while I'm building it out for the course. And I think the reason that works is that it gives you a more organic insight into what the process of building a game is actually like, because I don't have a pre-made plan beforehand beyond just like a loose idea. And I think that makes, like I said, I think that makes the course feel a lot more organic. It's like you're learning how to make a game alongside me, rather than me just like preaching at you, here's how you do this, right? It's like, oh, like the problems all arise naturally and organically. The game develops naturally and organically. I just like the way that kind of style works. So, but I'm glad to hear that it's a smooth experience for you. That's a good one. Yeah. Put bullet split over there. Big DPS increase over there. Boom. I think I can sacrifice something here. Let's do the spinning saws. That sounds good. Oops, I took a damage, but I should be able to, my surgeons should kick in here. Get out of here, enemy bullets. I don't have blood brothers, do I? I do not. Nice. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. I think I was pretty good at my job, but I don't know. I don't know about anyone else's opinion. Surgeon ×2. I don't think I want that. I own both courses, but admittedly haven't watched them yet. But you describing the course layout has got me more interested now. Yeah, I mean, give them a shot. But thank you. Thank you for supporting me through the purchase of the courses. That's very much appreciated. I changed code so much during coding, I could never create any kind of tuition. Of tutorial? Is that what you mean? Or maybe you're using the word tuition properly and I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to use that word properly. Yeah, I mean, I think changing the code is like part of the, tutorials. Okay. I got you. I mean, changing code is not, I mean, you should be changing code quite a bit as your game develops, but I mean, there's a difference between bringing the code in line towards something more final and just like overhauling it, you know, multiple times. There's a time and a place for both of those things, but yeah. Robust, blood torrent, combustion. Take blood torrent. That'll just be some free damage when I... that'll be some free damage when what? When I take damage, or yeah, free damage when I take damage, and then my surgeon will kick in and heal me. Now, do I trade 1 health for an extra interception of damage? I think that's a good trade. So I've got essentially 2 regenerating health now. Okay. We'll see how this works. Running circles around these boys. Ooh, I need those runes. I need those runes. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I need to find a way to make those runes more visible because it's easy. I think it's easy to see them when they're off screen because they got the off screen indicator, but I think that maybe I should show the indicator even when they're just on the ground. Dang. Tearing through these guys. Hello, Froggy. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I love your little profile image, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that before, but... Secret Service ×3, increased health ×4, robust. Dang! Dang, dang, dang. All these health items. Let's take that. And then... let's take... I guess that was kind of a waste. Oh, well. See, here we go with the bubbles again. The bubble magazine is just OP. Although that's not really that much of an improvement. What? I forgot. Is bullet split? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Bullet split affix. Yeah, bullet split is unique, which means that if you put 2 on the same one, if you put 2 of those on the same gun, it's not going to do anything. So now I could put it here. Oh, I wish I had another rune slot on this gun. I could reroll. Oh, that didn't help. Okay. Yeah, shoot. If I had another rune slot here, the split plus the pierce is just like chef's kiss. If I put that totem over there and then put this here. Actually, swap these around. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. I assume the algorithms and design patterns are things you learned during game jams and prior games. It's incredible to me how you knew how to go through an entire puzzle game. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just experience, but you know, one thing I will say too is that a lot of the lessons that I did in the C# course, I usually do, if I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about implementing like a mechanic in the puzzle game, before I record the lesson, I will actually just sit and like code a solution like right before recording that lesson, just to get like feel my way through it and say, okay, like, is this approach going to work? And then if it does work, then I go, okay, yeah, all right, that's the approach I'll take. And then I start recording and then I go and write it. So it's not like I start recording and then just blindly go through it. I mean, I do think about it immediately before pressing the record button, but so there is some work involved, a little bit of pre-planning work involved there. And then sometimes, you know, sometimes the lesson doesn't turn out that well, Not necessarily because the code is bad or anything, but because I just I did a bad job explaining it, and a lot of times I had to re-record lessons. So, you know, a lot of it, like, you're seeing the polished end result of the course, but you're not seeing like all the effort that went in behind the scenes of like re-recording things, reapproaching things differently. So, but yeah, a lot of it is experience too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Might as well take another secret service. I'm like invincible. I'm invincible. Wave 16, let's go. So I'm trying to time out how long it takes to complete a run. It looks like it's taking about, well, let's see. If we assume a minute per wave, that's 20 minutes. But a minute per wave is actually quite short of an estimate, I think, because, you know, if the wave itself is 30 seconds long, you're probably going to spend more than 30 seconds at the gun upgrade table. So it could be closer to like a minute and a half or 2 minutes. So if we assume a minute and a half per wave, and there's 20 waves, then that's roughly a half hour per run, which I think is a good time. And I think once you get familiar with the mechanics, it probably will be closer to 20 minutes per run, which to me feels like a really good, like, you know, you got 40 minutes before you need to be somewhere, so boot up a run of Gunforged and beat it, and then, you know, it's like a perfect game to load up when you have just a little bit of time to kill. I don't know what to take. Blazing Trails. Sell that useless rune. That's a big DPS increase. Fire rate goes way down though. 50 DPS increase though. Or I guess that's closer to 40. What do we got for runes here? Yeah, the shop is kind of lackluster, honestly. I think what the shop should do is offer more obvious upgrades. Like maybe every single part here should just be an objective upgrade. And maybe the affixes could be cheaper. The runes. Why does that still say affix? That shouldn't say affix. I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay. Let me just commit that really quick before I forget. Yeah, I don't think the shop is kind of lackluster, but like I said, I'm not going to make any major changes to anything before the release of the demo. We'll just leave the warts be there for now. Let people submit their feedback. It'll be nice to get some validation, like, hey, the shop doesn't feel that impactful. Like, okay. I already knew that, but it's good to hear that from a player as well. And it's not like the shop is completely useless either. Like, oftentimes there are some really good upgrades in there. It's mostly like the shop right now, instead of giving you like guaranteed upgrades, it's mostly just, hey, here's 6 additional gun part options, you know, in addition to the 3 that you get by default, and you have to pay for them. So it's mostly just more pulls at the slot machine, if you want to think about it that way. Like more chances for the randomness to go in your favor versus against you. So it still serves a purpose. It's just not quite as impactful as I would like it to be. I'm building up my health. My DPS is falling a little bit by the wayside though. I should be close to like the 300s DPS-ish right now, and I'm just not there. But I'm still doing good damage, and that's really the I think that's really the importance of the runes here, because I got bleed, which is helps me apply lots of damage. So anyway. I can play a little bit recklessly right now because I have so much health and I've got so many bodyguards. It is taking me a little bit longer to kill things than I like, though, but still decent. Still decent. Okay. Almost to the boss. Increase health again. I'm doing it. I'm going to be unkillable. I might as well re-roll here. Oh, that's the first time a bubble magazine hasn't been better. Wow. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm not seeing the other magazine types as frequently, or maybe I'm just glossing over them because they're not that good. Like, I don't see the bone magazine a whole lot. I don't see the shotgun magazine a whole lot. I don't see the cow magazine a whole lot. I wonder what's going on there. I wonder if there's a bug. Shouldn't be a bug. It might just be the bias of, like, certain magazines are just more powerful, statistically speaking, and so I just end up using those more. Yeah, balancing a game is hard. It's really hard, and I really am resisting the, you know, just, like, sort of putting everything in a spreadsheet and just bringing the numbers together, because I just don't... I don't know. I feel like that's going to introduce homogeneity into the game, which is not something that I want to do. I don't want everything to be like on an equal power level. I do want there to be some objectively good choices, but those choices probably should be rarer. But anyway. Do I have bleed? I do have bleed, don't I? Yeah. So let's take Blood Brothers. Oh, I'm on the boss level anyway, so this is not going to be super helpful, but... Do I have combustion? I don't. Okay, so oil and fire is not going to do anything for me. Since I'm going to a boss wave, I'm actually going to get rid of Pierce and put that fire on just for extra DPS. Because I'm not going to be fighting waves of enemies, and so I think I'll just trade that out for DPS instead. Whoa, where are you going, sir? I'm trying to get close to him so I can use my explosion. There we go. I've actually lost 2 good men, 2 good Secret Service agents already. Oof. All right, easy money. Nice. 106 gold. Oops, I should have spent some more time. Do these links work? That one works. That one works. That one works. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should add a feedback button here, I think. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Yeah, because there's a feedback button here, which takes me... I know you can't see this. It's bringing up on my other monitor, but that takes you to the Steam forum, so I got to update that link as well. So that was good. That run felt really good. What is this? Resource preloader? Blood Golem passive? Cannot access a disposed object. Well, that's concerning. I wish I knew when these... Why is that happening? Cannot access a disposed object. Blood Golem passive 42. Callable.from. Spawn Golem, Golem position. Call deferred. On entity died. Cannot access a disposed object. Does it think that the resource preloader is disposed? Blood Golem passive. On entity died. Man, I wish I knew when these errors popped up. It's the first time I've seen that error. Well, that's concerning. As a resource. The resource is in here, but it thinks it's been disposed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I'll try that. Let me do this thing real quick, though. So, demo and demo end screen. So I'm going to add a feedback button in here. Change that name. Node private button feedback button. Feedback button dot pressed plus equals on feedback pressed. And then in here, private void on feedback pressed link utils dot open feedback. Okay. Let's see if that works. Screen is a little bit large, but that's all right. Oh, I forgot to change the text. Oops. Okay, wish list feedback. So if I open that up, that works just fine. Wish list still works. Cool. All right. So there's my end of demo screen there. So add feedback button to end of demo screen. Just these final tiny changes. Let me see if I can recreate that blood golem. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to get my moss receiver here. I'm going to add blood to it. Oops. Blood. And then I'll go ahead and start the game. I'll give myself the blood golem passive. Yeah, it's just called blood golem. Okay, so that's there. Spawn rat 20. Oh, that's not... I don't even have bleed. Why is that not working? Maybe the resource didn't get saved. Oh, now we're nice and good and broken. What's it called? Bleed? I think it's called bleed instead. There we go. Okay. Add passive blood golem, spawn rat 20. Are none of these going to spawn blood golems? Or maybe the error is happening? Nope, no error. There's a blood golem. There we go. No errors here. Well, that sucks. So there's going to be just a random unknown error that happens in a random unknown situation. What happens if I just switch my level here? So let me try this. Spawn rat 5. I guess I have to keep doing this until a blood golem spawns. Okay. Oh, he died already. Gosh. Okay, well. Oh, you know what? Maybe I know what... Hold on a second. Add passive blood golem. Yeah, okay, I know what's happening. Okay. Yep. So I think what's going on in here, this right here, this entity died. This is not a proper formulation of the signal connection because this is not being disconnected. So the blood golem passive that I'm adding in the hub room, yeah, the blood golem passive that I'm adding in the hub room is getting freed. But this on entity died connection, this handler is not being disconnected from the entity died signal on the game events auto load. And so what's happening is that there's basically just like a phantom connection still happening that gets triggered when the entity dies. So yeah, so the way that I need to fix this is game events dot instance dot, well, entity, no, so it'd be signal, well, okay. Game events dot instance dot connect game events dot signal name dot entity died callable dot from entity died event on entity died, and I can get rid of this. So that doing it this way will just automatically disconnect the signal for me. I could handle the signal disconnection myself if I wanted to, but I don't like doing that. I want Godot to manage the internals of the signal connection as much as possible for me. So by switching to this form now, it will be automatically disconnected when the blood golem passive gets freed. And you know what I'm gonna do? Can I do this? You're about to see how embarrassing my regular expression skills are. Game events dot instance. So that, I think I need to escape that. Yep. And then what we want is we want some kind of dot and then star or dot star star. And then we're looking for plus equals. Oh. There we go. So what I'm basically doing is I'm trying to find all of the instances where this form is used to connect to the game events instance. So we've got one here, cursor on player prefire, That's fine because the cursor is permanent, so that can stay. Music player is fine because this is also permanent, so that can stay. This one is also permanent, so that can stay. But the thunderstorm passive, that's wrong. This needs to change here. Game events dot instance dot connect. Game events dot signal name dot entity died. Callable dot from. Entity died event on entity died. Okay, so we need to test now the thunderstorm and the blood golem passive to make sure that they still work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to also add shock here. Okay. Oh, Adam, you with your punchline introductions. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Godot handles event ref count. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just you have to be careful about how you use them, that's all. Okay, so now let's do the blood golem passive and let's spawn some rats and let's see. Okay, blood golem is still working, no errors. So now I can do the thunderstorm. And I'll just go ahead and add a bunch of those. Okay. Come on. Stop moving. Oh my goodness, why is my thunderstorm passive not triggering? There it goes. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. How is that actually working? On entity died. Kill threshold. Oh, I have it hard coded here. To 10. Okay, so that's why. Why do I have it hard coded to 10? That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not going to change it right now. Okay, so it's working. So if I killed 5 more rats, it should spawn. There we go. Okay. All right. So the moss receiver then, I'm going to delete all of those things. Don't want that sneaking into the demo. Okay, so fix those 2 issues. Fix signal connection issues. Okay, that's going to be it for the stream today. I think the game is feeling really good, and I'm going to spend the rest of today getting the demo ready for Steam. I'm going to craft a Steam announcement. I'm going to that sounds so... I'm going to write a Steam announcement. I'm going to write an email announcement. I'll be detailing all of the changes available in the demo since the current version of the demo that's on the Steam store. I'll be doing a patch notes kind of deal, explaining all the differences. And yeah, I'll be sending out those announcements today on Steam and Twitter and email. And then later in the week, I will be publishing a devlog that covers all of those changes and also alerts anyone who's not following any of my other channels that the demo is available. So that's the plan for this week. and so it's just Demo Mania this week, and then after Demo Mania, it's Thanksgiving this week too, by the way, so I forgot about that. But anyway, after Demo Mania, then it will be full speed ahead on doing all the content. I think the streams for this channel starting next week are going to be really interesting because it's basically going to be, it's just going to be pure content. So we're just going to be doing art. We're just going to be doing gameplay programming, doing the state machines for the entities and whatnot, adding more runes, adding more passives. So it's going to be really fun. So I would encourage you to be here, especially next week, because that's going to be the time when your suggestions might make it into the game. So anyway, let's see. Really looking forward to the demo. Yeah, me too. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Hello, Yassine. Currently taking your Udemy course. Thanks for putting it together. You're welcome. Thank you for taking it, and I appreciate your message. Okay, so that's it for the stream today. Again, if you'd like to support my work, please check out the links in the description below. As just mentioned, I've got some Udemy courses available for purchase that teach you how to build a complete game in the Godot engine. Also, wishlist Gunforged, subscribe to my email list at firebelly.com, all that good stuff. So every way you can support me is in the description below, and any support is greatly appreciated. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Snupbill, again for the super chat. And I will see you all in the next stream. Exciting things are coming. So, all right, I will see you.